Hey guys, hi, this is Parul and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. So without further ado, let's find out what we are cooking today.
Today's dish is going to be everyone's favorite, pizza from scratch. So talking about pizza or its baby version pizzetta is a savory dish of Italian origin which is nothing but a flattened round dough topped with your favorite toppings which can be both veg and non-veg. So let's start with the dough preparation. For the dough preparation, we are going to use all-purpose flour, and like I've always mentioned that we'll use a sieve whenever we are using all-purpose flour. So here I have taken about 1 cup of all-purpose flour, which is enough for a medium-sized pizza. In case you have more members in your family, you can take more. To this, I'm going to add half teaspoon of salt, or you can add it as per your taste. Next, we are going to add 1 tablespoon of milk powder. The benefits of adding milk powder here is it will enhance its taste, and in addition to this will also give a nice rich golden brown color to the crust. Just in case if you don't have milk powder, you can also add half teaspoon of powdered sugar for the same effect. Next, we are going to add 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder and less than 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. If you count the baking soda in pinches, it's actually less than 3 pinches only. Please make sure that while adding the baking soda, you stick to the measurement, as more baking soda can result in your crust becoming bitter. Now we'll sieve all the dry ingredients while mixing them. This will help in filtering all the unwanted lumps from the mixture. Next, to knead the dough, I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of fresh curd. In case you don't have fresh curd at home and your curd is a little old and sour, do not add more than 2 tablespoons of it. So we have to knead a soft dough, and in case you find that your curd quantity is not enough to form a soft dough, you can add water as and when required to achieve the same results. While kneading, you'll find that the dough is very sticky, so don't panic or be alarmed by this. This result is actually very good, and all we have to do next is vigorously knead the dough until it loses all its stickiness. You can add 1/4 teaspoon of oil on the sides if the stickiness does not go away after continuously kneading the dough. The kneading process has to be done for another 10 minutes, after which we let the dough rest for some time. While the dough is resting, let's prepare the cheese sauce and move on to the stove. Let's start making cheese sauce for the pizza, and for this, without switching on the flame, we'll add about 1 cup of milk, and to this we'll add some grated processed cheese as well as mozzarella cheese, and we'll mix all of this together for some time. Now let's switch on the flame and start mixing the cheese and the milk. Slowly the cheese will start melting, and you'll find that the milk consistency has gradually started thickening, and this will thicken more once the sauce has cooled down. So at this time I'm going to add some spices, that is 2 teaspoons of oregano, half teaspoon of pepper powder, and I like my sauce to be extra spicy, so to get that effect I'm also going to add 1 teaspoon of crushed green chilies and garlic. I'll mix all the ingredients properly and let it cook while mixing them for another 2 minutes. So it's been 2 minutes now, and I will switch off the flame and let it cool down for some time. Let's start with preparing the makeshift oven. For the same, I'm going to take a big wok. Next, I'll switch on the flame and add about 1 cup of salt in this. So guys, the salt I'm adding here is the same salt I generally use for all my baking. Hence, it's a little old in appearance, but the quantity of the salt is a little less, so I'm going to add about 1 cup of salt more. We'll spread the salt evenly on the surface of the wok, and in case you don't want to use salt in this step, you can also use sand. Next, we are going to increase the height of our pizza base. So I'm going to add more stands, which can be literally anything that you use in the kitchen. The benefits of adding the stand here is it will help in a proper airflow while the pizza is heating, and will perform uniform cooking of a pizza base. Next, we are going to prepare the plate on which we'll be heating our pizza. So we are going to take any round shaped plate and an aluminium foil. Next, we are going to wrap the aluminium foil around the plate. The benefit of aluminium foil, you may ask. So first, it will help in uniform heating, and second, it will help in keeping the plate intact when it's heated at a higher temperature. Now we can keep the pizza base on this and bake it directly, but we are going to preheat this plate first. Commercially, the pizza bakers preheat a pizza stone while preheating the oven. So with this plate, we are going to mirror that process. So I am going to keep the plate on top of my stand and cover my wok with a lid and start the preheating process. The dough here has rested for some time, and now we are going to knead it again. And next we are going to divide it into two parts such that one part is bigger than the other. So let's divide it just like so. In the previous step, we have divided the dough into two parts such that this portion of the dough is smaller than this one. So let's start with the smaller dough portion and make a roti out of it. We'll be starting with dusting some maize flour on the kitchen counter. The benefit of adding the maize flour here is it will add a crispness to your pizza base. But in case you don't have maize flour, you can also use all-purpose flour here. Next, let's pat some maize flour on both sides of our dough and start making a roti out of it. The only thing we have to make sure here is that the roti we are making out of this portion is smaller than the other one. Now let's take the bigger portion and make a roti out of this one as well. And just to repeat, we'll be following the same steps as we did earlier. That is, sprinkle some maize flour or all-purpose flour on the kitchen counter and use a rolling pin to form a big size roti. The thing which we'll be keeping in mind here is that the roti we make here is a little bigger than the other roti, as well as the plate we have kept in the oven or wok. Once you find that the roti size is large enough, we'll take a fork and prick some holes in the roti. We'll do the steps before baking the pizza crust to prevent any air bubbles from forming in the crust. So whenever you're making homemade pizza, guys, this is a very important step to perform. Now, just like I did for my parda biryani, we'll start folding the roti first into half and then a half of it, like so. Let's take another plate similar to the plate that we have kept in the oven. We'll sprinkle some maize flour or all-purpose flour on top of it so that my pizza base, once ready, will not be stuck to it and it's easier to place on the preheated plate. Next, we are going to place the folded roti carefully at the center and start unfolding it. Now guys, we are making a cheese burst pizza. So needless to say, cheese to banta hi hai. So we are not going to be cheap with the amount of cheese we are adding here. We are going to add loads and loads of cheese in this. Let's make this weekend extra cheesy and worry about the calories on Monday. So you can see that I'm going to add a generous amount of cheese in this, and we are going to leave some sides. Why we are doing this, I'll tell you in the next step. Guys, the cheese which we are adding here can be in various forms. You can add cheese slices, you can add cheese sauce, you can add mozzarella cheese, or if you're being extra cheesy, you can add all the three above. The option is entirely with you. Let's bring the smaller roti and cover the cheese sauce that we have spread in the earlier step, and post this we are going to tuck the sides. This is the same reason why we left some sides while spreading the cheese sauce. Guys, it's very important to tuck the sides, otherwise all the cheese burst of the pizza will be out in the oven. Raita फैल जाएगा. We definitely don't want that. So once we have tucked in all sides, we are going to use a fork and press it along the sides to lock both the rotis together. Like I mentioned before, to prevent any air bubbles from forming, I am going to prick some holes in the top layer as well. Next is, I am going to take some pizza sauce and spread it evenly on the surface. Guys, this is my homemade pizza sauce. So in case if you want to know the recipe, do let me know in the comment section. Let's take a little bit of cheese sauce and spread it evenly on top of the pizza sauce, just like I'm doing it on the screen right now. Next, let's take about half cup of grated cheese and load our pizza with the same. Now guys, all we are left to do is top this with your favorite toppings. I have used some tomatoes, onions, capsicum and paneer as my toppings here. But you can also use some non-veg toppings as well. But the choice of toppings and how you want to place them is entirely up to you. So guys, weekend में क्या plan है? I know guys, lockdown है weekend में. But why worry about your favorite pizza delivery when I'm here and I have given you this simple pizza by scratch recipe? So let's not worry about a bleak weekend when I'm there with your favorite pizza recipe. So let's make this weekend more fun and colorful with the pizza of your dreams loaded with your favorite toppings and lots of cheese. So let me know in the comment section किस किसने पिज़्ज़ा बनाया या सोचा इस weekend में पिज़्ज़ा बनाने के लिए. So I have placed all my favorite toppings and I'm going to add some processed cheese on top of this, as well as season this with some pepper, chili flakes and oregano. And then I'm going to place this on top of my hot plate which I have kept in the oven. So this step has to be done very carefully. So just like I'm doing right now, you have to do it in very carefully. Place it there. And then I'm going to cover this with a lid and keep it for around 20 minutes. So guys, it's been 20 minutes and our pizza is ready. And it's time to feast on it. So our homemade, easy to make pizza from scratch is ready. So let me cut a slice and show you how cheesy it is.
Thank you guys for watching. I hope you like this yummy dish. So if you like this video, please do like and share this video with your friends, family. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And I'll be back soon with another one. Till then, toodles!